Hello, everybody. Ian Robs here. Welcome back to another Coffee with Ian. It's a full cup of coffee, so I have to be careful here. Also, another random news: if you've ever had a long mustache and you drink like water or coffee or something like that, your mustache will grab the coffee or water and just make it drip. FYI. Farm Bros, what's up? How are you doing today, sir? I hope you're doing well. So, the big news that I guess I have mentioned in the title is, first off, Team Picard. I'm probably going to be backwards for you now. Wearing my Team Picard shirt today. I was looking through like, I should throw a shirt on, and so I pick up the Team Picard one. And the other big news, I guess, is the Anderson DLC coming to Farm Sim 2019, and I believe it is scheduled for March 25th, 2019, if memory serves. Let's just see if Farm Sim has put the release date on this information. Oh, it has here. So let's go for more info. March 26th, according to the website, is what they say. So it's pretty cool. If you like baling, that seems to be the big focus of this particular one. I'm not a huge baling person, but they added some interesting baling technology here. A couple things they added was the ability to put the bales on, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a conveyor belt of wrapping is the best way to think about it. Because you put a bale on there, it'll wrap the bale, and then it'll like move forward a little bit. It'll put a bale on there, it'll wrap it, then you move forward again. So it's going to be very cool to see how that works. Now it looks like there's actually two of them. I don't know what the difference between the two is. One requires 13 horsepower, one requires 20. I don't know the difference between the two. Maybe one's a bulk, no, look like bale for both. Anyways, maybe one's a bulk one, maybe one's not. I don't know. I'm not sure from what I can see here, though, but it does look like it is going to be that. And they also had so the DLC, it looks like you get 2 wrappers, you get 2 mixers for TMR, you get 1 straw chopper, you get 1 bale wrapper. So like if you've used the McHale bale wrapper, it looks like you get one of those in this as well. You get one of the things I did notice is that they added some information, or they added some little tidbits of information about how many bales some of the trailers can take, which is really cool. So there's one trailer that can take 24 round bales, which is actually the biggest round bale tray I think what we have thus far. Oh, was there anything bigger? I think that's probably the biggest one for round bales. Usually we get for round bales, we used to get about 6, I believe, used to be the old style from it wasn't the Coon DLC. What one was that? Oh shoot, what was that? Oh my goodness, what the heck is it? Oh, it's going to bug me now. I forget what it's from. Anyways. Yeah. I can't remember. And all I remember is Toby Moby loved it. I can't remember what it is. Joshua Brown, how's it going? So yeah, they added that trailer that's going to pick up 24 bales. They have a couple variations on it too, which is kind of interesting. Good morning from America. Good morning from Canada. Ontario, Canada there. So they added that, and they added a couple other trailers for logging. The other pretty interesting thing is they added a machine that kind of like bales wood, which is interesting. So it allows you to bale up some of your poplars and just throw it off that way. Now I suspect, does it say how wide it is? It's a 2,000. Oh, they're only 2,000 liter bales, which is smaller than the regular round bales. And you need a 200 horsepower to use that machine, it looks like. And it doesn't say how wide it is, but it's probably not very wide either. So you're probably running into the same problem. So if you didn't like working with the forge harvester for poplars, you probably won't like this either. Just because how small it actually is there. So, and what else have they added? A couple of little things in there. So that's the DLC that's coming out March 26th, apparently. So the bio balers, what they call it. There's a bumper. There's a bale wrapper for round bale and square bales. Oh, I see the difference now. One's just for round bales. Log loader, bale processor, round bales and square bales. Bale wrapper for round bales. Bale mover for round bales. Silage wrap bale mover for round bales. Oh, it's a specific one. Interesting. And a bale stacker for squares, and a bale mover for square bales as well. So they haven't shown all that information quite yet in the they haven't showed all the information yet quite in the fact sheet Fridays, basically, but they have shown a little bit about information about that. So That's the newest thing that came out thus far here. The other thing, morning, Keith. The other thing that they or something that has happened is the Hunter Call of the Wild had a new DLC, the Weapons Pack 2 DLC, which has 3 new Hunter Call of the Wild. And let's see if I can get the DLC up here. No, not the Varanga Savannah DLC. I guess we can do it on Steam. That's fine. Abou, it is going well, sir. So the Weapons Pack 2 is $5 Canadian, basically, and it has 3 different guns in it. So it's got the Grelic drilling gun, which is kind of interesting. It has like 2 shotgun barrels and 1 like rifle barrel, which is kind of crazy. It's interesting because it has the versatility of shotguns and a rifle without having to switch between the two, which is kind of neat. You can switch it. Well, you can kind of switch it between like one or the other, but you just hold one button and it switches, which is nice. They also add the Solokin M9 1890, which is really neat. It is I forgot what they're called. I think I saw the name of it earlier on. Oh. No, they didn't mention it. But anyways, I really like this gun. I used it a little tiny bit so far. And it's really neat because the range on it is like silly good. Like you get 200 meters is a pretty easy shot, it seems like, with this thing, because the accuracy is phenomenal. I do like it. And then they added a pistol, which is a Mangia Fico, I'm not sure, 45 Colt revolver, basically, with some fancy designs in the butt of it. Or the grip, I guess, would be the better way to describe it. It's not quite the butt, but very cool. That of those 3 things, I think they added some interesting aspects to the game, because like now you can take one gun that kind of is, I bet you it's a bit heavier than other guns, but it gives you the availability of trying out that in different scenarios. This is how they describe it. They say it's versatile. Excuse me, versatile and elegant. This 3-barreled combination gun sports 2 side-by-side 16-gauge shotgun barrels atop a single barrel rifle chamber with a powerful 9.3 by 74R big game cartridge. If you're hunting waterfowl and happen to come across a moose, you just switch it out, or stalking red deer and stumble upon a goose, this gun has you covered. And it definitely does. That's what's really cool about that gun. So you can kind of do 2 things at once. I just liked carrying the shotguns around because you could basically do the same idea. You could have like a slugs for a bigger game, buckshot for a medium-sized game, and then birdshot. So you basically have the same sort of idea, but you got to switch your ammo. Whereas this, it has the ammo all preloaded, so you just kind of hit the one button and it switches between the 2, which is really neat. So I like that feature a lot. Although I haven't messed around with it too much, and apparently there is a scope for it specifically, and it says quickly dial in your shots from a distance with this premium custom-made scope for the Grelic drilling gun. Weatherproof and built to withstand shot after shot of high-powered cartridges and shells. The scope covers you and has you covered for most hunting situations. So pretty cool. So the 2 big things that come out, and of course there's some news from ATS. They released some more information about the upcoming DLC, which is kind of cool. What else do they do? Those are the big things that I noticed thus far in the world that I thought was really cool. Also, as I mentioned in one of the previous videos that I released, apparently the audio was really quiet in that video when I did like the little, I don't know, like a vlog type thing. When I was at my training, I was at the still training right there. This is the hat they gave me. It's pretty comfy, actually. Comfier than I was expecting. New hats aren't usually as comfortable as I'd like, but this one's actually not too bad. Yeah, so that was what they called basics and beyond training. So I learned about the basics of an engine. So like about the different parts of the engine and how carburetors work and how still uses their technology to do certain different things like stratified scavenging engines and 4-mix technology and all that stuff. So it was very cool, actually. Learned a lot. I have more training next week, which should be interesting, actually. It's going back for what they call a master service technician course. So it'll be about diagnosing problems within still equipment. So it'll be interesting. I don't work in the service department in my job, but after doing this next training, I'll have a better insight as to what they actually do when they're diagnosing problems with machines and whatnot. So that's going to be pretty cool. And yeah, I think that's about it for me for today. I don't know if I have anything else to mention. Nope. I went ice fishing a while back, which was awesome. Went with one of my buddies. Actually, it's one of my sister's friends, and I knew him as well, but I didn't know him that well. And we just kind of, my sister was always like, "Hey, he fishes too. You should go fishing with him." So basically, we hooked up. We kind of connected with each other and said, "Okay, hey, when are you going to go fishing? When do you want to go fishing?" And then we kind of just set a date to go ice fishing, and then we did that last weekend, and it was a lot of fun actually. I left. When did I leave on Saturday morning? I left Saturday morning at like 4 o'clock in the morning, I think it was. It was pretty intense. I don't think I've done that in a long time, to go fishing. But it was a lot of fun actually. So I hope to do it maybe one more time, maybe before the end of the year. I don't have any ice fishing equipment at all, so it was nice in that scenario for me, because he had all the equipment already, kind of set up. Like I got an ice fishing rod for Christmas, but it was a medium action rod, which we ended up fishing for perch the first day, and the medium action just wasn't sensitive enough at all for perch. But it would have worked for like lake trout, I suppose, or some other bigger game. So too. Anyways, that'll be it from today. I'm going to start streaming probably in a little bit here. I'm going to grab some breakfast, and I'll probably stream some Farm Sim or maybe some ATS, depending how I feel. So I'll probably be back within a half an hour or so. And hope to see you then. My name's Ian Robson. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, why don't you go ahead and drink some coffee today.